Welcome back. In the last video, we cover how to actually download the data and also munging our data. In this session, we're going to start going into the training our data. So let me just import the sklearn selection, import the train as well as the test split, and the usual is xtrain, xtest. Then we have the y train and the y test. Okay, and this is equal to the train test of our df1. df1 is our x, and we need our y, which is our, let's see, where was it? Okay, our y is, well, our y is y. I already stored that. So okay, so let's, I think I need to change it to value, but let's run this and see. Okay, seems to be all right. Okay, having done all that, the next thing we're going to do is start modeling. So from sklearn tree, we're going to import our decision tree classifier, and of course we need to actually instantiate that classifier is equal to the decision tree, and I'm just going to set the random state is equal to 42 as before. And next thing to do is actually fitting the data. We have the x train, and then we have the y train. Okay, so we've done it. Okay, so the basic in terms of the fitting is now done. The next thing that we need to do now really is to actually check out what is our confusion matrix looks like, and all the accuracy score that goes with it. Okay, let's walk through them one by one. All right, so okay, so what do we have? First of all, we have the decision tree, and we're gonna have a look at the scoring report. So we're gonna, from sklearn matrix, we're going to import the accuracy score as well as the classification report. Okay, the first one that we want to look at is just look at the accuracy score to see how well it actually is able to predict all of these. So we look at the y train itself. So we're still working with the evaluation data. So CLF, so we have the predict, we already fitted. We're going to predict the x train, and let's have a look. Wow, 100%. Well, it's for the first sign of overfitting, but that's okay. So let's keep going. The next thing that we want to look at is the classifications report, and have a look at the y train again, y train, and also the actual fit. Okay, x train. Right, looking at this, let me see if I can print this so that it's actually a lot neater. So when we look at the classification report, all perfect score. Okay, so that's really quite impressive. So the next thing that we want to look at is, well, let's just see, it's done really well in sample. How well does it do out of sample? Okay, so let's just look at this, 76%. Well, you can tell right away that we have a bit of a problem. Clearly, this is overfitted, and we have a bit of an issue, or a really struggle to actually do well out of sample. And if you look at the precision score, it's really bad. All right, and the recall score is really poor as well as the F1 score. Okay, the other thing that we do want to do is actually, let's import the confusion matrix as well, and let's see how it actually perform when we put it through the confusion matrix. So let me just copy these are exactly the same. Okay, so right, confusion matrix is not defined because we need to run that cell and run that again. Yep, perfect score here. Right, would it do the same? We already know what's gonna come, so let's just copy this and run this. Okay, so there's 37 and 51 37 plus 51 erroneously classified, and it really struggled out of sample. Well, it's consistently that we can tell that it has been unsatisfactory to use decision tree. It's the performance in sample is okay, but the problem also that you can tell it's overfitted. So when you actually start looking at all of sample, really that's what you're much more interested in, because at the end of the day, it's the accuracy where with data that you have not seen that actually is much more important. And I think one more thing that I want to stress here is that although the accuracy score seems to be pretty decent when you're actually looking at the unseen data or the test data, but when you're really looking at the actual class that we're trying to predict here, with the one here is are those staff that has left. Okay, so they are the one that we really want to see why is it that they have left. Okay, so they are the attrition. Okay, they are the one that actually has left. And when you look at it, the performance of the decision tree itself, you can see it's only 31% precision, 38% in terms of recall, and the F1 is really bad. Basically, it's 34% only. So that is a real problem. I think I've set the case now. I've made it really very clear. Really, what we want to do now is that we want to look at other models, ensemble models in particular, and to see how we can actually improve on this project that we've started. So we're going to take a pause from this project, and we'll come back to it after we have looked at some ensemble models. So with that, thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next section.